Hello everyone, and welcome to...
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Nunez! And he's done it! The first significant strike. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Number 27.
Comoros finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Looking for options for movement. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Akanji gets across to intercept that. Opts for safety. St Johnstone leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. No, that's been intercepted.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Neves. Kamavinga. Van Bommel. Gerrard. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Messi gets into a good position. And Messi!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Darwin. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, that's a key interception.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Gerrard. Szoboszlai. And that pass just didn't quite work. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he's managed to get free. Yildiz proves just a little bit too strong. And it's turned away. And he was quick to react. Tries to play it through. Gerrard! Steven Gerrard, the man for every moment. Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy.
After 25 minutes,
They have come roaring back.
Number 18.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, and he shoots! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Comoros with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Messi. Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner. Comoros have their second corner now. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. St Johnstone are looking to go forward now. And he's lost his man here. Nunez was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to...
Chance for a shot! And there's a goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Comoros have their lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Yildiz. And here's Mbappe. Oh, cracking ball. Tries a shot! And that's a sharp finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Oh, what? Mbappe! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
After 42 minutes,
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Comoros, palpably stronger, better, superior.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Yildiz.
there will be 3 minutes at a time.
Oh, sweet feet. We saw the danger and he went crashing in. Now it's Yildiz. That's tidy. He has found the way through. And he's made sure that's not getting through. That's going to go a long way. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Assigned to each block, please report to this afternoon. Thank you.
So we're underway for the second half.
St Johnstone really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
Now, can they get him away? Koundé Van Bommel is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's burst through! Chance! It's in! And they are right back within touch! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Still behind by 2, is there a way back into this? And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Bonucci defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Good read, needed to be. Koundé plays it forward. Well, they've got it again.
Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational in that half-time dressing room, seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
He's through here. He's having a pop! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
João Neves clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Well, that's well spotted. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Yildiz, who does have an assist to his name. Looking for the run. Good ball, good take. Mbappe! The pass is intercepted. And this is Aguero. Oh, strongly challenged there. Drogba needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And here's Gerrard. Yildiz.
That's good play from him.
He's found a way through. Tries to cross. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Now it's Darwin. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, super find. Gerrard. Yildiz. That is a great pick out. Very nicely done. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Great vision. Well read. Nice interception. Van Bommel. Now it's Mbappe. Yildiz. Oh, that's fabulous. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Gerrard. And this is... It's Gerrard! Well taken goal. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing.
After 76 minutes.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard. Substitution on the field. Number 27, Darwin Nunez. Number 11, Danny Olmo. Number 8, Steven Gerrard. Coming on the field. Number 10, Francesco Totti. Number 22, Alexis McAllister. Number 6, Moises Caicedo.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. So now the difference is 3. Oh, it's Dembele. He's looking wide. He's found a way past. That is lovely. Bonucci did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's shifting. Lookman! Tries to play it through. Can he finish? Oh, extraordinary.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Tonali. It's a really well-measured ball. But that has not gone well. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, can he get onto this? Now that's well seen too. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
St Johnstone clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here's Rafinha. McAllister. Totti. Tonali. And Jamal. Tonali has it in a wide position. McAllister. 2 minutes to be added on. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he has been fouled there. And that will be it. St Johnston illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen, so many...
Bienvenidos al partido de hoy.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think this fella, Reece James, has been given two tasks here: to drive at and to beat people. Then delivering quality balls into the box, often played early and unpredictable. The other being to join in with the high press when playing on the front foot. He's a terrific talent.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, nicely intercepted.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Keeper's got good distance on that. Opts for safety. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. So no chances falling either way for the time being. Caicedo. Good running, strong and purposeful. Azar. Now that looks a decent ball. Duke is onto this. Quick look, then plays it in. Deftly away. First quarter of an hour gone. Try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Oh, he's bustling through here. Now it's Darwin. He's found a way through. Tries a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Nunez is offering a right smile there.
St Johnstone with the corner. They're first. He leaps for it! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Hakimi.
St Johnstone have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. João Neves. Upamecano. Lookman. He's gone for goal! And that has fair fizzed.
João Neves clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
And it's James. Tries to pass it through. Gerrard! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Hakimi.
Barcelona really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
João Neves. He won't be happy with that one. Azar. That ball looks a good one. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And that's not going to try. Shoots! Goal! Barcelona!
Gol de Barcelona. Marcó en el minuto 32 el dorsal 16.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Berbatov. Diouf. Hakimi. Threads one in. He's on it. Can he get away? Upamecano gets it away.
St Johnstone truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
He's a sharp little ball here. He is through here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, can he get onto this? Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Azar. No, he's not getting his way this time. Bonucci is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Totti makes a dash for it. It's Gerrard! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Impressive jump! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Totti. Nicely weighted ball.
2 minutos de descuento.
Camavinga. He's had it taken off him. Neymar. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Azar. No, it's come to nothing. Camavinga. So a temporary halt to the action. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. St Johnstone come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And we get things going again.
St Johnstone can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now he's off and running. Well read, nice interception. Looking to play him in. And he cuts out the supply. Bonucci. Szoboszlai. Gerrard, never out of the action for very long. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Szoboszlai.
Decent attempt at, just a little mistimed.
Caicedo. Gerrard. Tacho cuts out the pass. Looking for the run. Berbatov gets into a good position. Now it's Totti. Crossed in again. Totti. Caicedo. Hakimi promptly onto that, and that is that. And that's a good ball. St Johnstone still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Darwin, and the pass is intercepted. Can he get it through? Oh, well met. Berbatov! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Berbatov really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Darwin. And he's intervened well there. Now, can they get him away? Lookman.
Might want to be careful there.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That's a look and place it forward. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass.
It's Totti! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Totti actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Looking for options for movement. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
St Johnstone really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Rodri. Now then, the ball's come loose. Gerrard. Caicedo. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that's fabulous. And a chance! It's a goal! Do not write them off. Back they come.
Goal!
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Szoboszlai. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. It's Camavinga. And it's Caicedo. Aims beyond the defence. Well, played right into his path. Well, that's an excellent interception.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Lookman. And this is Drogba. João Neves. Shot a goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's only too happy to take that back. Totti with a header! Oh, wow, that's crazy! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it!
Marcó en el minuto 86.
Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
St Johnstone found the way, forcibly. Now they must hold out.
Well, I can wholeheartedly...
And he shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
All hands on deck for this one. He's rising! Goal! And right near the end, we have parity. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And that is a little undercooked. Gerrard. João Neves. He's got away. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. And that is that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. Just the keeper, Diaz! He's scored! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
number 17.
You don't keep those out. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Haaland. Goes for a shot! And he should have made them pay.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Maldini makes the interception. João Neves is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Corner then. Argentina with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Aubameyang. Hazard. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. St Johnstone leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Silvestre is looking to influence the game from out wide. He's found a way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's been shifted off it. Now there's a fine ball. And the shot! And there's a goal! And this is getting better and better. That was a given, it always was.
Nunez really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
St Johnstone, chance surely! Caicedo. Oh, it's a great ball here. Hazard. Neuer claims comfortably. Now it's Darwin. Camavinga. And he cuts out the supply. Zanetti. Turns back here, probably the best option. Totti charging forward, the ball at his feet. Maldini deals with that comfortably. Real chance! Yaya Toure. Silvestre. Aubameyang. Now it's Haaland. Now he's running away. Now this could be a chance. Oh, great! And the shot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Aims beyond the defence. That's the keeper's ball. Hazard. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Yaya Toure. And it's Neves. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Diaz unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. No, that's been intercepted. St Johnstone heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. And here's Haaland. Knocks it into space. Can he finish? Goal! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Argentina cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Silvestre into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Now it's Hazard. Oh, good ball. Shoots! And it's in! But that is not going to count.
Well, I think he knew, Peter, the way he sheepishly looked across.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Maldini. And it's Lam. Hazard. And Caicedo. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Have been indicated.
That has been cut short. Hazard. Zanetti. And here's Haaland. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And oh, good effort! Oh, crossbar! Look at the space here. Lofted in. And he's there to clear it. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
St Johnstone leading, but only just 2 on the scoreline. Chance for a shot! João Neves. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Hazard. Now it's Aubameyang. That's good running with the ball. He's having a hit! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Aubameyang is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Big chance! Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, he's been... takes a shot! And that's a good finish. Argentina are level. Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Yaya Toure. Now it's Aubameyang. He's shifted it to the flank. And he's picked out the run.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Lam. Silvestre has it out wide and it's getting up there! Goal! Argentina! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Argentina, after 57 minutes.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Superb timing to generate that power, threw a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Driving on and making good progress. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Great ball, and he's having a shot! Well taken goal. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Argentina go up by 2 and are looking good.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Lookman! Whistle goes again, it's another offside decision. Soboslai kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Diaz. Lookman. Lookman going face-to-face with his great rival. Lahm.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Goes to finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And the ball is out of play.
Substitution on the field. Number 17, Luis Diaz. Number 20, João Neves. Coming on the field, number 18, Didier Drogba. Number 22, Alexis McAllister.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Distributed tidily. Threads one in. Robertson. Eto'o might just make this. Lookman, and he header! Another one of football's and how moments.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
And this is Eto'o. Eto'o, real chance here. Shapes to shoot! St Johnston can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And it's Gerrard. Lahm. Maldini. Lahm. Messi. Now it's Hullet. Carvajal. Hullet. Nice physical challenge. Well, that looks a decent ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Nicely weighted ball. Shot could be on. He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for options for movement. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Argentina get their fourth corner.
6 added minutes.
Oh, it's
have been
terribly
indicated.
wayward. And that has gone straight into touch. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, shoot! Tries a shot! Messi! Genius! That is a gem! An absolute gem!
Goal scorer for Argentina.
And
Number
they are
22.
disappearing out of
Messi.
sight. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That is...
It's Drogba! Now, who's going to be first to this? It's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that's it. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the English top flight. He is Mikhail Silvestre.
His game was all about versatility and durability, Peter. An astute defender in the middle, a fine ball carrier with a good engine, went out wide.
Yeah, and you can expect another. And the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Kimmich's cross.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Picked out brilliantly. He's Danny Olmo! They've scored! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So, a breakthrough already. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That is a brilliant interception. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a sharp pass. Driving on and making good progress. Oh, super find. Edmilson. And it's Wan-Bissaka. Now the ball's gone astray. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, they could break here.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Shoots! He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Cerezo Osaka are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Edmilson. Nicely shaped ball. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Thiago, looking for options for movement. Kimmich is always scanning the pitch for targets. Danny Olmo takes a shot! Yes! They are purring, truly purring. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
A case now of complete control.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Oh, he's burst through! Aubameyang! And they're quick to get it back. Can he get it through? And here's Neves. De Paul. Now it's Aubameyang. And he's in on goal. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.